So this poem is based where I am right now in my spiritual walk, where I often counsel. And I counsel married women, and I tell them the things that I've gone through and my various experiences. So for those of you who are married, take note. And for those of you who are not married, take note. So this is called What's Her Name? Sisters, can you relate to destiny and fate? Of happy endings, living truth and not pretending, so it's time to confess. This mess, yes, my man is having a love affair. Sure, I twist my lips and act like I don't care, but the reality is I just can't compare. She greets him with kindness and curtsies, filled with mercies, serves him fruit by mouth to quench his thirst. Make sure all his needs are taken care of first. 'Cause indeed I know that my man is rare, a black diamond in the rough, charged and changed by the power of his son. You see, ladies, prophets are built different, like ancient pyramids scarred with hieroglyphics, like the 3 Hebrew boys rising from the ashes of the fiery pit, like Daniel in the lion's den and didn't get bit, buried in ruins until the truth dug them out. Hard to be understood like Paul's letters, like John the Baptist preparing the way for something better. Search for him, sis, like a treasure in a field. Give it all you got and forget it not. You may think he's irrelevant. To another daughter, he is heaven sent. She sees the future vision, just not the present. Like David's potential, growth exponential. So in a wetsuit of spiritual armor, she calls out to him, mi amor, my love, dripping orgasms with the water of the word, rubies between her thighs. You see, she speaks of revolutionary highs, and you talk of illusion, strife, and confusion, holding your Yanni for ransom, ignoring his advances. She talking about global expansion and many mansions. Sis, you can't reach the stars when you're not willing to take the stairs to get there. So he moved on without you in a love affair. Being teary-eyed and well-spoken, your heart not contrite nor broken, while waiting for the bridegroom you slept. Seeking counsel from the back door, used candlesticks thrown on the biblical floor. You told me he used to say I was his world, a Genesis chapter 3:16 bride with the wrong breakdown. So you say he acted mean, but it might be your demeanor. She say he acting like a lion, but everybody knows she lying. Sure, it's my imagination without any explanation, but you know what, sis? She watched him. And one night, in the midst of the darkness, the windows were open, and his light was on. Laid on paper sheets, he was sipping on Ciroc, then here she comes, dressed in a robe of honor with chains of glory, bands of purple lace and a golden ornament, a righteous adornment. This here woman walked with him in crooked ways. She cried at his gate, and when he flipped her on her back, wide open, she was bound, black and beautiful. She tormented him with her discipline. His desire was at the steps of her door, and he tracing every line of her body with his fingertips. He memorized every curve, mesmerized as he spoke of her beauty and secret pleasures. She spoke in parables and held gems that were bookmarked love bites, named and numbered each one. She tried him again and again and again. He kneeled before her and was satisfied, a climax of peace. And although desired by many, this wasn't lust but a special trust. She said, I love them that love me. She placed a crown of joy on his head, one last passionate kiss before bed, that she would never leave him. He prayed for her, valued more than gold. Words from her mouth were gracious like honey to behold. And then, sis, you remember that he asked to hold you tight with the comforter at night. But you choked and gagged at the good news. Instead, you refused So don't act confused. In defeat, this love affair has you taking a back seat, rerouted to in the beginning. He made them male and female to become one flesh. Come, let me introduce you to her, he pleaded. His heart's desire needed a threesome of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to reveal the fulfillment to heal, seeking to understand. So you demand, what's her name? I said, what's her name? You command. And he takes your hand and he says, her name is wisdom.